Scene 25.7. Hey y'all, Artist Poet Girl here, also known as APG Jamie, and today we're going to take some of that stuff, because I ended up not using all of it, to make a thank you card specifically for a man. See, this guy, James, we'll call him James because that's his name, sent my hubby home with some old MicroFiche cards. You remember? You may not remember. You may not ever even know, because it could have been before you was born. I know it was before I was born. 34. These machines are MicroFiche machines, and their libraries typically had them, but places of businesses had them as well, and such was the case for this fella. He worked for an automobile manufacturer, and they made parts, right? Because, you know, car makers make parts for their cars because parts wear out. And because parts would change for different models, different years, blah, 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 they put all this information on this plastic stuff called MicroFiche, also known as film. I'm sure there's an official name for it, but I didn't Google it, so I don't know it. Anyway, it's kind of like a projector, but it's not a projector because it's just a little bitty tiny screen, like maybe not even 4x6, somewhere around that. Anyway, you'd stick the card in and you'd turn the handle and it would roll over to the next item and so on and so forth. Like I said, libraries tended to use them. Some of them may still use them with newspapers and stuff like that, and y'all probably seen them in the movies being used that way. People were looking at, you know, whatever articles or whatever stuff. So yeah. Anyway, that's one right there. That piece of plastic you really can't hardly see because it's pretty well, you know, clear because it's printed on teeny tiny print. See, teeny tiny print. And yeah. So that's what I'm going to use for the thank you card, one of the parts of it. And initially I was going to use a smaller pre-made card base, and I thought, no, that's just not big enough, so I ended up going with making a bigger one. So, and I wore out the, because these are actual service tags, you know, that they hang in your car and they stick to your key, and you know, you get a ticket, so when you come back and claim it, you know, it's claimed and stuff like that. So, I don't have the one they stick to the key because these are used service tags. I happen to know someone who works at a dealership. Yeah, close personal friend of mine. Anyways, dug these out of the trash for me. The tag stuff. So I'm kind of, you know, y'all saw me wearing them out, making them look good and used. He told me, he says, yeah, sometimes they look like that. I'm dirtying up that there string. That's just an old faux key. I'm going to get my tiny attacher. Texas size tiny attacher. Yeah. Because I couldn't figure out how I wanted to stick this on there. And I thought, you know, I think I just want to staple. I mean, this is for a guy, right? You know, and guys that work in, you know, garages and parts departments and, you know, dealerships. Well, maybe not the salesman, because, you know, that's different kind of people there. Anyways, you know, it can be kind of grungy and dirty and, yeah, all that. And it is for a man. It's not like it's supposed to be pretty for a girl and stuff. And I wanted to put this on the inside so that when you open it, the key kind of falls down. It's kind of like, bam, surprise, here's your key, you know, kind of thing. So I wanted it in there, and it took me a minute. It really took me a little bit to figure out how to do this. So I ended up doing a little washi tape because I'm trying to staple them at the same time, and that's kind of hard when, yeah. As you can see me struggling with it. And I'm just going to go for it. Go for it? No, I'm going to washi tape it. Then I'm going to go for it from the other side because I want the inside staple to be the open end of the staple. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. a couple times, caught it. That worked. Remember, when you're using washi tape to help hold things together, when you take it back off, you want to roll it back onto itself and not pull it up and away. Don't go up and away. Roll it back onto itself, okay? So we are just stapling. And I did, as y'all saw, stamp a old-fashioned card. That was a Prima stamp. List of ingredients in the description box below, my friends. And if I haven't said it anywhere in this video, heekin, y'all. I used it a couple of times here and there. Yeah, so, yeah. And so there we go. I'm just adding some more staples just to, you know, make sure it's all stuck on there and putting that tiny attacher away. Now I'm smooshing down the open ends of the staples because, you know, sometimes they'll be poking up and I don't want anybody to get hurt. All right? So that's what I'm doing, just smooshing those down. And I thought I want to cover those up because, you know, I'm not real crazy about them like that. I mean, you know, probably okay for a guy because, you know, they don't, you know, some of them fellers, they're like, whatever, thank you, whatever. Okay, you're welcome, yeah. You know, that kind of thing. And I don't know this fella, this man James, so I thought, well, you know, I'll just cover it up because I didn't like them sticking out like that. So, you know, what better thing to use? Gears. Put some gear on it, make it steampunk, right? Not quite so much. So it's like, oh, hey, let's put some duct tape on it because we know what guys do when they cut themselves, right? They just stick some duct tape on it, or electricians use electrical tape, which is actually better because it doesn't sticks like duct tape does. Just saying. And I am really stinking happy with how this came out. And it really only took, and I was flying by the seat of my pants. I had no plans. The only plan was to use a key, the service tag, you know, service repair tag, and the car stamp. That was essentially it. I had a couple other stamps I thought I would use, but, you know, I didn't. And I thought I'd use the baby wipe, but I didn't. So now I've got this cog I found in the street. I actually found that in the street a while back, and I've washed it all up. And I thought, this is going to make a great stamp. Well, it does make a pretty good stamp, but as it turns out, the center part is really what stamps, and the outer rim doesn't. So I've sent that off to work with my husband so he can, like, you know, make it so that it's all level and it'd be more better to stamp with. That's the hope anyway. Now this is a piece of duct tape I stuck onto a piece of fun foam because I want to put the thank you on there and draw in the duct tape into the inside of the card, right? And I'm getting ready to do it, and I'm like, wait, I want to double stamp this, so how am I going to know where the stamp is because it's not clear, I can't see through it. So I'm making a mark with my pokey tool, just kind of a little, you know, corner edge there. It won't be permanent because this is duct tape, and I didn't poke through it. I just kind of drew it on there. I can still see it. I can't see it here. Oh, he can, y'all. Trying to ink. And it actually makes the tape get really icky sticky. Really icky sticky when you heat it up. Look at it curling up. Now I'm going with the black. And this is the double stamping. Now I want to make it just slightly off, but not too much off, all right? It comes out so cool, y'all. So cool. I was impressed. I even had this idea. Look. Oh, just impressed. Higgin. Some more, y'all. Now I tried to tear it, and it's like, no, because, you know, duct tape will tear that way as well. And it just really got all googly. And, I mean, it is, like, sticky after that. Again, look what it did to my foam. I ended up cleaning that off with some essential oils later, off screen. So here's the open inside the card. Now we're just going to stick it on there, and we're not sticking it in the middle and, you know, where it got googled up at. I'm leaving it because, you know what? I think it's wonderful. Stinking wonderful. Now there are two sides to that, and the other side, you know, has your service advisor on there. That's the guy that you check your car in with. And I put on there the one with the beard, I think, because, you know, most people don't ever remember who their service advisor is. Anyways, so, yeah. And this is my purple door stamp that I put on the back, and I'm going to put the date because, you know, I like to do that. And we're just about going to wrap this up. See, you can hardly see it, but it's there. And I need to make an envelope because it's not a typical size card that you have an envelope for. And I thought, cars, map. Got this map stuff hanging around. Granted, this is California and not Texas, but, you know, the map is California and not Texas where we are. But that's all right. Because, you know, yeah. Yeah, California. I need to get rid of that map. I'm not going back there for a while. It's a beautiful state, though, y'all. Just saying. Hey, California. Salad people. We eat salads here in Texas, too. So now I'm just using a score and doohickey thingy that comes on the envelope maker board. I love this thing. You know, it's a tool I bought because it was on sale, clearance somewhere, and I thought, I don't know. But, you know, I really use it fair amount, awful lot, okay? I do. And that paper doll swap thing I'm doing with the local girls, we're going to be making our own envelopes to house our paper dolls in, you know, in the envelope journal. So, yeah, it's going to get used a lot. So there we are. We have our envelope. And on the outside of the envelope, I put a piece of masking tape, and then I write his name on there. Yeah, see, it opens, and you can flip it over and check it out and kind of like, you know, laugh at it and stuff like that. So, yeah. Photo montage. So I have this whole lots of that microfiche, y'all. It's fun. It's a thick plastic. Yeah. See-through with stuff on it. It's got some stuff written on it, but you really can't see it. It's teeny tiny. Look at that. How cool is that double stamping? Oh, sometimes people, I amaze myself. Oh, I know you understand what I mean, right? Don't you sometimes make something and you're just like, wow, I can't believe I made that. I made that, y'all. Well, I put that together, y'all. See, the one with a beard, I think, and then that's an RO number. That's, you know, that they use inside the dealership for their business accounting purposes. So, thanks for watching, and happy arting, y'all.